We need an alternative form of politics, and that politics is the elections are just around the corner. Everybody is busy trying to get active and involved because they all care about Gaza. We have all witnessed how our community has come together. Since the genocide began, people have been marching. Our imams have been speaking about the issue. Many of our young people have been active online, speaking and giving voice to the Palestinian cause. And naturally, since the elections are here, we're all thinking how to give voice to the Palestinians and how to punish those people who've been complicit in the suffering of the Palestinian people. Elections come and elections go. And whilst we're in it, there's so much activity and everybody's really, really busy. But as soon as 4th of July passes, everything's going to fade away. And the question is, what happens to us? The struggle of the Palestinians will continue, and it is wajib upon us to continue to support them, whether election is here or election is not here. I think all of us agree that the two-party system that operates in Westminster is completely broken, and it's not going to deliver us results. And that's why there's a huge mobilization to try and get independent MPs into Westminster so they can actually be the voice and they can put Palestine on the agenda. We hope, inshallah, that they are able to continue speaking truth to power, to continue to uphold the rights of the oppressed, and to continue to show loyalty to the Palestine struggle even once they are in Westminster. What our experience, however, tells us is Westminster-based politics, unfortunately, is completely disconnected from the interests of the public and what the public want. Experience shows that when MPs enter into Westminster-based politics, ultimately they get co-opted or they lose their initial sense of purpose. Nevertheless, even if a few independent MPs make it into Westminster, where does that leave the rest of us? Every 4 or 5 years, there are elections that are held and many, many promises that are made. Many politicians who come with good intentions and present good plans, most of it doesn't come to fruition. The cycle continues, and as a community, we don't seem to go forward. Take Palestine, for example. No amount of voting is actually going to change policy, British government policy on Palestine. I think we all know that. What has led to change then? If you look at some of the direct action groups that have been targeting Elbit systems, we can see a tangible result. Weapons manufacturers are closing shop and they're stopping their business with Israel. If you look at the boycott movement, there are tangible results. If you look at the student encampment movement, universities who have investments in companies that are profiting from the apartheid and genocide in Palestine, those universities are now pulling out from those investments. So there are alternative actions that we can take, and this is what we need to focus on. The illusion of Westminster-based politics is that somehow once we reach Parliament or the corridors of power, somehow we will be closer to our goal, and I think that's a mistake. We need an alternative form of politics, and that politics is community organizing and movement building. We have already been granted all the resources and the latent power and potential and talent and skills already within our community and within the population. All we have to do is organize at that level and build power within our community. Inshallah, next week, Cage will be publishing a detailed blueprint that sets out the principles for this alternative way of doing politics. We have to understand there are no quick fixes. We have to be in it for the long fight. Inshallah, by working together, we will fulfill our obligations towards freeing Palestine.